My name is Saurav, and today we are going to talk about Al Marjan Island and Ras Al Khaimah. Why someone should look after to invest in Al Marjan Island. And today we have with us Mr. Manoj, who is in the market for more than 9 years, and he has full experience about Al Marjan Island. So, Mr. Manoj, please tell us something about Al Marjan Island and Ras Al Khaimah.
Sure. Thank you, Mr. Saurabh, to introduce me. Hi, this is Manoj. You can see behind the Wynn Resort, we are right now in Ras Al Khaimah on Marjan Island, which is situated just 50 minutes away from Dubai International Airport. This is an island which is 2.7 million square meter, which is 4.5 kilometer inside the Arabian Gulf. Well, when we speak about Ras Al Khaimah is famous for mountains, which is Jabal Jais mountain, the highest peak of UAE, and it is also famous for beaches, resorts, and vacation. I've been in Dubai for a longer period of time, and now we are seeing that Ras Al Khaimah market is an upcoming market, and here the world's largest wind resort, integrated wind resort, is coming, which is under construction right now, and it is 60% ready, which is 42nd floor ready, and it is on time. It is going to be completed by 2027 quarter 2, and it is bringing a lot of investors in attention. As you can see, in the last 7 years, the real estate market in Ras Al Khaimah has been appreciated by 27,000%, which is a very huge number as compared to any other real estate hotspot. Well, when we speak about real estate in Ras Al Khaimah, we have 4 islands in Marjan Island, which is man-made. The first island is known as the Breeze Island, which is having right now 2 hotel resorts. One of them is Rexos Babel Bahar Resort, and the second one is Moonpig Hotel. Recently, even Grove has been operational. The second island is your Treasure Island. On the second island, you have Pullman Resort and Hilton by Hamptons Resort, and then you have Radisson Resort. So these 6 to 7 hotels, resorts are operational, and you can see last year we had around 80% of occupancy with over 1.3 million overnight visitors, and this visitors will increase by 2027 by approximately 4 million people as per Colliers International and JLL. Well, when we speak about Ras Al Khaimah, of course, many investors ask me, like, apart from the Wynn Resort, what is so special about Ras Al Khaimah? So, if you speak about a location wherein English common law is practiced, there are only 3 particular business districts. One is your DIFC in Dubai, second is your ADGM in Abu Dhabi, third is your Rakes in Ras Al Khaimah. So, this particular region where the English common law is practiced, a lot of fintech companies and banks like HSBC and other multinational banks come in to picture, and they have their offices. So in Ras Al Khaimah, of course, there will be offices in Rak Central, there will be banks, fintech companies. A lot of companies have been registered last year. It is 13,500 companies have been registered last year, which is 60% higher than 2023 alone. And of course, this year as well, you will see higher number of registrations in the company. So when we speak about Ras Al Khaimah, today we are the 5th largest producer of limestone. We have Rack Ceramics, you have Steven Rocks, the major company which produces limestone, which also supplies limestone to companies who produce products which are made by limestone. Also, it is strategically located with only 3 hours of distance, with 33.5% of GDP, of the world GDP. And when we speak about 6.5 hours of distance, we are just away from 66% of the world's GDP. So when you look at the import and export, which happens mostly from China to US and other European countries, it usually uses the airway, which goes to the Jebel Ali port, and by Jebel Ali port, by the route of sea, it goes to US and other European countries. But of course, when we speak about Silk Route, the BRI route, China is of course preparing to use the land route from China to Iran, and from Bandar Abbas port it will basically export to Mina Al Sakar port of Ras Al Khaimah, which is a huge expansion right now. And Mina Al Sakar port is right now used by various companies in Ras Al Khaimah like Ras Ceramics and Steven Rocks. Well, you have some Indian companies as well like ACC Cement, and even you have Dabur and many more companies to get registered. When we look at Ras Al Khaimah, on the other hand, we also have so many companies from Dubai which have opened their warehouses and manufacturing plants in Ras Al Khaimah. And this is the reason behind it is very reasonable to get a setup of warehouse and manufacturing plant in Ras Al Khaimah. So when we speak about the diversified economy in Ras Al Khaimah, just 30% alone comes from manufacturing to the GDP of the Ras Al Khaimah. So this number is actually huge as compared to any other emirate in UAE.
Okay, yeah. I just want to ask you one thing. If someone is looking to invest in, especially in Al Marjan Island, and looking to set up a company in Ras Al Khaimah, what are the three things, or what are the things that they should be looking for?
See, basically, even there are a lot of companies which are registered on a virtual basis in Rakesh. So, if any person or any company who wants to get registered in Ras Al Khaimah, they can contact Rakesh and do the documentation. It is one of the fastest organization which helps you to get your company registered. And when we look at the, of course, the warehouses and also the manufacturing plants, you can get assisted by them itself. And when we look at the real estate point of view at Al Marjan, for investment into real estate projects, like you have Address Al Marjan and 6 to 7 projects upcoming by B&W Developments. There have been 5 projects which have been already launched by this B&W Developments, and the price per square foot have also been increased in the last 2 years.
Okay, amazing. So now can you go ahead, because you said there are 4 islands. We have only talked about 2 islands.
Yeah.
What are the remaining 2 islands?
Okay, so the most important island, which is the third island, the Dream Island, that is basically dedicated to Wynn Resorts, where G+9 basement plus 70 floors of Wynn Resort and Gaming is under construction. You can see right behind me. It is already 60% complete, and which is 42 floors already completed. So you will have around 5.6 million GFA square feet area, in which 225,000 square feet, which is 4% of the GFA, will be dedicated only to the gaming area. So you can imagine 20 to 25,000 people at a time can actually accommodate into this particular area. And there will be around 40 retail stores, wherein Gucci, Prada and such stores are already coming. And you will have 24 lounges coming up in this Wynn Resort. Plus you have 80,000 square feet of MICE area where meetings and exhibitions will be held. Of course, you can see Dubai had last year 100 plus exhibitions. Even Ras Al Khaimah is already doing successful exhibitions, business conferences, even in Wynn Resort. And you will have on the 4th island, which is known as the View Island, which is one of the very important island for investment, because it's the biggest island in the entire 4 islands. And it is named as View Island because the view from this island is very good. You can see the Arabian Gulf from almost all the projects, most of the projects I can say. And you can say there is a huge difference, gap between the demand and supply. So only 27,000 units approximately are going to be ready by 2030. in Marjan Island. And as per Colliers International, we are anticipating at least 4 million people by 2027. By that time, we will have only 17,000 units completed, residential plus hotel units. Currently, if we speak, we have around 8,000 units, hotels which are ready, and a few of them are residential, very few. And a lot of projects, residential projects, are under construction. And by 2027, the handovers of most of the buildings will be commencing.
Okay, now as you mentioned that there will be 4 million people that will be visiting the Al Marjan Island. So the demand for the real estate market probably gonna go up.
Yes.
So what do you think? How the Ras Al Khaimah government or around the area, how they're gonna handle this population? What do you think? What will happen there?
Basically, Saurabh, if you look at the road infrastructure right now, they will actually improve the road infrastructure. They are going to connect the third island to the mainland, and also they are connecting the Marjan Island with the Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Road and the Emirates Road. So you will have 3 entry and exit to Al Marjan Island from the highways. Exactly. And also when we speak about the government, of course, the government has 60% stake in the Wynn Resorts. So definitely it is going to make a lot of arrangements, and a lot of improvements are going on. You can see the construction is going on in swing, and even the water here is very clear. So people, they usually come during the summers. You will see Britishers and Europeans. They will be enjoying over here because the temperature here is, as compared to Dubai, is 4 to 5 degrees less. So it makes a very good environment here for tourists, especially for tourists. So it can be called as a public beach resort destination, the next hub spot for not only for investment but for tourism as well.
Got it. And so if we talk about investment, because you mentioned there are 4 islands, these are the many projects are coming up. I have heard about this project called Taj, and can you please give us a little bit explanation about that? And also, as I know that in Dubai you have to pay 4% registration fees.
Yes.
How does it work in Ras Al Khaimah about this thing?
In Ras Al Khaimah also, it is basically 4% registration fees. But in Ras Al Khaimah, the game changer for investors is the 4% land department charges will be paid at the end of the payment plan, which makes the investor a good point to invest in Ras Al Khaimah in Marjan Island. Because if you flip your property before the handover, the new buyer does not need to pay the 4% land department charges. Only the investor who will complete the payment plan will actually pay the 4% land department charges. And when we speak about Taj, it was a very good moment for us to launch Taj project, Taj Wellington Mews, which have 336 apartments, and it has a hotel apartments, which the studio's sizes are around 500 square feet starting, which is very good, and it will be managed by Taj itself. So this is a good investment. And right now the prices per square feet is around 3,000 dirham per square feet. And Colliers International and JLL have done their research on Marjan Island, the price per square feet by 2030 will touch 10,000 dirham per square feet. So you can imagine, even if my clients were saying that the price per square foot for Taj might easily touch around 7,000 to 8,000 dirham per square feet. Well, the confidence of investors have been boosted by also looking at the Wynn Resort when they are doing the construction by, you can see from the bottom, they have constructed 42nd floors, and from the bottom they have also started doing the MEP work and the facade. So when you're driving on the Emirates Road, you can actually see from 20 to 25 kilometers away this large tall building coming up and shining. And Even if you look at the price per square feet, 2 years ago it was somewhere around like 1800 dirhams per square feet to 200 dirham per square feet, depending on the location of the plot. And right now the price per square feet is somewhere around 2500 dirham per square feet to 4500 dirham per square feet on an average. There is a project which has also been sold for somewhere around 6200 to 6500 dirham per square feet. So, all these facts and figures gives a lot of boost to the investors that yes, the price per square feet will increase a lot over here, and the investors will make double the money of their investment in Ras Al Khaimah. And a lot of developers, of course, even B&W Developments is offering resale at 30% of the paid price of the unit. So as compared to Dubai, you have 50% and 50% payment for reselling your unit. But in Ras Al Khaimah, we have a lot of projects which we are offering for 30% resale. So this also gives you a good capital appreciation and good ROI in the upcoming future.
And what I know is in Al Marjan Island, the largest sale that happened was of 180 million dirhams.
Yeah.
So what are the reasons that did this big investment by one individual? What do you think would be the important reason other than Wynn Casino, huge views to the sea? What are the factors that would have given confidence to this investor to go for this investment?
Sure, very good question, Mr. Saurabh.
Yeah.
Basically, when we speak about UAE, of course, it's tax-free haven, and with the scenario after COVID, when we are looking at so much of investment coming into UAE, and one more very important thing which you can notice is 15 years ago when people have invested in Dubai, the prices for studios were around 350,000 dirhams, and right now those prices have been crossed 1 million dirham. And similarly, if you look at Ras Al Khaimah, it's a virgin market. Right now, if someone invests in Ras Al Khaimah, by 2027 or by 2030, if they exit, they are going to make very good money. And the stipulated time is very less as compared to other Emirates when it comes to capital appreciation because of the demand and supply. When we speak about demand and supply, like I was mentioning, we have only 27,000 units coming up until 2030, and we need around 100,000 units because 4 million people are anticipated by the research which has been done by College International and JLL. And I personally believe, there are 10 million people in UAE. And even if someone does not want to enter the Wynn Resort, they will at least come and look at the structure, which is around $5 billion. So when we look at Burj Al Arab, it is $635 million. And so many people they visited, and the property prices have been increases by up to 100% over there as well. Even if we look at Burj Khalifa, the prices between the inner circle and the outer circle, the difference is somewhere around 30 to 35%. Approximately. So when we look at Marjan Island, of course, not only multi-billionaires, but of course the billionaires, when they come to visit the Wynn Resort, of course, not all the billionaires would be able to get a penthouse or the most luxurious suite in Wynn Resort. So, of course, when they come with their friends and their families, they would like to accommodate into their, personal, space, which is the penthouse. They would, have more comfort in their own penthouse. And even if someone's rent out their penthouse, they are going to make a good ROI. Because when we see ROI wise, easily an investor can make 12 to 15% of ROI after completion. So that is a very handsome ROI as compared to the other Emirates of UAE.
And I have heard that Wynn Casino or Wynn Resort, as everyone talks about, that it will be the first one in the whole Middle East. What do you think about that? I have heard information that could be coming up in Dubai in the future, not from Wynn, but maybe, I don't know, from someone else. So is there any kind of thing that would want any other Emirates to like right now launch another resort like this, or they don't have any kind of like they cannot launch this kind of project there? What do you think about this?
Basically, very good question, Saurabh.
Yeah.
Basically, if you look at, there was something in the news that, even Bellagio and MGM are in the chase to get approvals from Dubai and Abu Dhabi governments. But of course, we have GCDRA, which is the gaming authorities. So the gaming authorities will, of course, have an agreement signed with the Wynn Resort, an non-compete agreement, that for the next 5 years, no other casino or no other gaming entity can actually enter into UAE. So that's what I've heard so far. And so even if you look at Las Vegas, so Las Vegas, the Las Vegas Strip has so many casinos. The business did not hamper for the first casino after the launch of the second casino. So basically the business will always improve. Likewise, if you look at Dubai earlier people used to come for only 3 to 4 days. Right now, if you look at people, on an average, they come to Dubai for 7 to 10 days. If someone comes to Dubai for 7 to 10 days, they go to Abu Dhabi for at least 3 to 4 days. So even for Marjan Island, people will at least come for 7 to 10 days. So this will keep on adding. Even if there is a new gaming entity coming into maybe Dubai or Abu Dhabi in the future, it will not be soon. It will be after 2032 only. That's what I've heard.
So we have gotten a little bit of understanding how Al Marjan would give you a better return on investment, and also Ras Al Khaimah. There is an international airport in Ras Al Khaimah as well, just 35 minutes away from Al Marjan Island. So all in all, it's an amazing investment. And if you are looking to get more insights about the market, about Al Marjan Island or Dubai, you can contact us and we'll give you more details. The details of the projects in Al Marjan Island, we will add a description in our with the Google Drive link, and you can go in it. Our WhatsApp link will be also there in the descriptions. You can contact us, and thank you for watching.